Hey crew, everyone. February. I got some nice parts for the Mark VII. What we're going to be doing is adding on the dew wipe. We're going to be changing out the old one. This is from the passenger side that I've already done. And I have it covered right now, so I won't show that. But what I will do is, here's the old one. I actually had some molding put on here. I put it on myself just to kind of as a stopgap. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you how to replace this. This whole piece comes out to do it. There's a couple stages in order to complete this, and just wanted to kind of go over it with you. So first things first, turn on my light. So there are a couple spots. There's this here that comes out, and we'll go over that. This is kind of an overview. On the inside, we take this out, take the screw out, and inside are three nuts that take the side view mirror out. And then once we have that out, we can take this piece off for that side after you unscrew this here, and then we take the mirror off a little bit, and then this piece comes out. We'll go over all that, but I just wanted to kind of do an overview. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna take apart this screw. And once you take that off, this comes out by pushing back, because if you see here, right in here, there are clips in here. So once we have it apart, you'll be able to tell a little bit better. But what we do is we push this back. I'm trying to do it as I'm holding the phone, which may or may not work, but get it. It's only -4 today, so it's a pleasure working outside right now, or in the garage at least. There we go. As you can see, it flips on over. These are the hooks. It kind of hooks into underneath there. So let me get the rest of this out. There we go. I did it with one hand almost. There we go. So as you can see, these hook on into here, and then these hook on back here. So when it goes back on, it's like on, hook, and then screw back in on the bottom. That's phase one. All right. So here we take out the screw here. My wife calling the dog. Okay, what I typically do is all the inside parts, I leave them on the inside of the vehicle. Okay, so this comes out ever so gently. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, so I'll show you when I get back. All right, so I was able to take that off, and in here you'll see 3 bolts. One, 2, and 3. They will come out. I will need 2 hands for this because I have to ensure that I don't drop anything, and then that will release the side view mirror. Okay, so what I did is I took 1, 2, and I loosened the top one. I can't get at that with the phone. There we go. Right there. I loosened the top one right to the end. To allow me to pop this off and maneuver it. I took it off on the other side, took the whole thing off and let it hang, but I found that I was able to still get this out without taking the whole thing off, and it still kind of holds it in place. So I'm going to try it again with this one. Hopefully it works. This particular piece comes out like this. So the hooks underneath this are right here, and the metal comes up and around, and I'll show you when it's off and you'll get a good understanding. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this right here. It's 10 millimeter, and then we'll be ready to take it off. See if I can do it with one hand. These aren't very tight. You kind of almost just get them started. And see if you can do them by hand after. I'll need 2 hands for this because the door is moving, so I'll get back. All right, for this next part, you're going to want to roll the window down so you can have access to it. As you can see, what I'll do is I'll just kind of pop it up and around. Let's see if that works. I'm going to try and do it with one hand, but I don't think it's going to be able to happen with one hand. No. So what I'll do is I'll get it popped on off. So this here pops up and out like that, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so I was able to break it loose, so then that way I can show you. I didn't have to take this whole mirror off, so I left the top one in. What I did is I just popped this up there like that and just kind of slide it out from there. So you can see how it hooks on in. How it hooks in like this inside. And here's the empty spot. Now, I'm going to try and show you, but the hooks where it actually goes into, if I can get a good shot of it. But there's these little tabs in here. I'm trying to put my finger on it. Right there. See this tab right there? Right there. See that tab right there? That's where those hooks go on into. There's one here. There's one in every spot where you see these. And that's how it hooks in. Now what we do is we take this inside. The rest of it gets done inside. But what all we do now is we're going to take these staples off from the inside, and then we're going to put on our new one from there. Okay, before I go inside, just wanted to show it was dirty here. Of course, I cleaned it as best as possible. Always like to work on a clean surface. So if you have this and you're doing this job, just clean it. I'll clean this up as well before I put it back together. But I always like to clean up as much as possible. The inside one looks good, so I'm not going to touch it because for that I have to take the door panel off and work it from there. So I think we're good on that side. So I'm not going to touch it. I do have them. I bought a set of 4 inners and outers. So what I'll do is I'll use these when I need them. But for right now, they look pretty good. I'm just going to do the outside. Okay, here we are inside. The original piece is here. The new piece is here. And we just simply, like I mentioned, take these tabs out here. These staples, and we have new staples that come with the package. Now the holes will not line up because, as you can see, this one is thicker than this one here, the aftermarket one, so it'll sit a little bit high. So what we do is we simply just drill holes right here. There are the holes there. They're already kind of made for you. You line it up. That's why I have some vice grips. You hold it in position. I'll shoot a quick snapshot of that. And then you drill your holes and then get them lined up. And you do them one at a time. You start off on one side and work your way down to ensure that it's sitting properly on here. And I'll show that as well on the next clip. But that's essentially the process. These clips line up pretty exact. The other one that I did, the passenger side, it was a little bit off in some spots, but I simply just took some tin snips and I just kind of trimmed it off on the side here, and it sat in nice. I may need to do it here by the looks of it in a couple spots, but that's okay. So first I'll start by taking these out. So just pulling them out from here and then taking out the old one and then lining up the new one. Okay, so now here we just reverse it in terms of putting these tabs inside. What I like to do is set it up. I can't do it with 2 hands, but I set it up and then I use this to kind of go underneath and make sure that the tabs are in the right place. And then I put them in and I just pop it into place. I kind of left it like this, leave this a little bit open like that to put underneath. And then you just reverse the process in terms of putting in your screws in here, your nuts in here, putting this back on, and then putting the screws back in. Now it took a little bit of finagling with this piece here when we put it in around. I had to open it up a little bit, but we got it into place. It's all nice and tight. What you usually want to do is leave the window up for quite a bit of time. This thing won't be driven until May or April, May, maybe May time frame. So we're good on that side. This is the driver's side, and then I'll show you the passenger side as well that I completed last time. But there you have it. That's how you do the outside dew wipes on the Lincoln Mark VII. Hopefully this helps. And the only thing I would say is that these are okay. The ones that I got, they don't kind of come over as much as I'd like them to. The original ones come over to around here, but these ones here, they fall short, so it's a little bit difficult when you're trying to put the staples in and make sure they're lined up. So just take your time with it. And then they're not an exact fit, but they well, anyway, they do the job right now. So maybe they'll have other ones that we can put on afterwards. But for right now, it's better than what I had before. Thanks again. Bye for now.